Well, it's been a while since I've done this, haven't I? Well, I'm back. Well, for me personally, I am back. What happened is that I've been away for about, I believe, 5 months since the last upload of our videos on our YouTube channel. But the thing is that me and Caspen's schedules have been really complicated lately, and things have turned out a little more hard for us, especially when it comes to our personal lives. Sort of the reason why you don't see us on camera nowadays. And I do humbly apologize on behalf of myself and Caspen for not having the chance to upload consistently often. But hey, at least I'm here to give you guys an update on where we are currently so that you guys know what we're up to. If you guys remember when me and Caspian were doing our podcasts often, most of the times that was when he was on his part-time scheduling, but now he's going to try his hardest to try to work full-time. So for now, it's just going to be me. But then at the same time, I was also busy with my schedules as well, not only because of like the church, taking care of the puppies, but I'm also finishing up my master's program. In fact, the day that I'm recording this video, I just finished my last assignments for the week. Hopefully by the time New Year's arrive, I officially obtained a master's degree because I am now going to become a psychologist. I put all my time and effort into my studies. And now, since I'm done with all of my projects, I'm done with all the discussions whatsoever, I finally get to take a break and I finally am able to present myself in front of the camera. But does this mean that I'm going to be uploading consistently? No, don't even think about it. And then also, I have an update on the things that I have on my shelves. I completely adjusted the bottom row. If you remember in the last shelf video that I have, you saw what I call the Twisted Metal Hot Wheels Showcase or whatever. This time I added a new game franchise that I wanted to include, Ridge Racer, also one of my personal favorites as a kid. Not only that, I also had the chance to visit Round 1. If you don't know, it's a Japanese arcade where you could play different Japanese games in the US, basically. Of course, I go there to play all the dance games like DDR, Pump It Up, you know, Dance Rush Stardom, or Dance Around, or maybe like some of the other like rhythm-based games there as well. I also like to play Groove Coaster until the online services shut off, Project Diva, all that fun stuff, because I still love Hatsune Miku and all that fun jazz. But there are also other things that I also love doing there, such as playing the crane games, the UFO catcher games. So if you guys aren't familiar, if you go inside those Round 1s, they have like those UFO catchers where if you pick up the prize, and it drops inside, then you win, right? Sort of like any other normal crane game, but instead of like having like multiple prizes out at once, usually it's just one. Or for in my case, sometimes if you've been to some Round 1s, they have like what I like to call the cheese ball, or at least from what a couple of my friends have called it. So basically you just pick it up, and if it drops in the chute, you win the prize, right? So as a humongous fan of collecting figurines and plushies, I of course tried my very hardest to collect as many figurines, many plushies, many different type of things that I could collect at Round 1 in particular. I'm also going to be giving you guys an update on the different stuff that I've won at Round 1, as well as all the different stuff that I've collected over the past couple of months, because what I'm planning on doing is, instead of doing like talking in front of the camera and stuff, I actually want to open up all of these figurines, show you guys all the plushies that I've won, and maybe give you guys tips and tricks on how you could also win these different prizes as well. And I'll show you guys the collection that I have at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Not only that, I also have a bunch of other merch that I also purchased as well. Like as you can see right now, I'm wearing, well, this is unofficial, it's a fan made, but this is a Sakamata Chloe cap in representation of our graduation in January of next month. Again, it's sad too, because I told my friends that if Minato Aqua graduates, I'm hoping to God that Sakamata Chloe doesn't graduate, because she would be my next Oshi if Aqua didn't graduate. And lo and behold, the strangest chain of events had to happen, and so both of my Japanese Oshis, well, one of them is gone, but the other one's also going to be gone. But it's okay. it doesn't matter because I still love all the different HoloLive members that are there, especially for like the English branches because of course I have my favorite group, HoloLive Advent, all there present too. And not only that, speaking of which, I've also have more plushies from the HoloLive merchandise that I'm able to show you guys as well in the future video. So again, it's not just all that stuff too. I've also gotten manga. I've also gotten like concerts. I've also gotten new board games that I want to show off too, and like all the fun necessities that I have in my new collection. So yeah, this is where I'm currently at right now. But at the same time too, it's unfortunate for me that I won't have the chance to be with Caspen for a while. As much as I love to be with him and to keep talking about our different interests and stuff, for now, all of that podcast stuff or any time that me and Caspen are playing games together will be put on a temporary hold until further notice. I want to make sure that he prioritizes his future. I'm honestly just hoping all the best for him, honestly. But that still doesn't mean that I still want to bring guests over and have the chance to talk in front of the camera as well, and so that they could also share their perspectives on different topics as well, whether it be through video games, HoloLive, maybe Thomas the Tank Engine, or like any of the other things that I love to talk about. I definitely want to bring some other friends over too. Only if, of course, if they want to. I'm not going to force them or anything. But the thing that I'm going to focus on now, and I'm not going to go back to like my original video ideas and stuff. I was busy with schooling and stuff, and I rather prioritize that than my current hobby right now, filming videos for you guys. And I'm not even a professional. I'm just doing this for fun. Just like the good old YouTube days back in like the early or like mid 2000s and early 2010s. And then at the same time too, of course, I'm taking care of Kuma and Maya, of course, the family dogs. It's also another reason why I couldn't be able to film myself in front of the camera, because when Kuma would be around with me, he would always be whining, always asking me to go outside to go with him so that he could like, you know, like use the bathroom or whatsoever. But thankfully now that he's a little more mature, he's able to figure out for himself. And so I'm just waiting for the sounding of a ringing bell upstairs. And if I know that's going to happen, I'm going to be bringing him outside. As I mentioned before, don't expect a lot from me and Caspen in 2025, honestly, because now that I'm done with school, my next focus is finding a future job or career, because I want to hopefully obtain more to help out not only my family, but also, you know, I mentioned before in my past videos too that I wanted to upgrade my equipment, because the equipment that I'm still using right now is the same that I've been using with Caspen for like the past couple months. The reason why I haven't been upgrading is because, well, I've been using it on my personal interest with like round one and stuff. But yeah, one of these days when I have the chance to do more, and if I enjoy filming myself more on camera, I'll definitely get a chance to upgrade everything. Get a better camera instead of using my phone, getting better mics, hopefully, and then like getting a better setup in general too when it comes to lighting and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. But again, don't go anywhere yet, because I'm going to show you guys my quick collection before we head off. So I wasn't joking saying that I've won all these. Well, this section in particular here, I've won from round one in particular, and then all the stuff right here, round one, and then of course like stuff that I purchased online, some of the HoloLive merch, and then of course some pop-up figurines and stuff that I purchased online. But yeah, I'll go into further details on all of this in a future video, so keep an eye on that. What I'll be doing for this in particular is that I'm going to be showcasing each of these one at a time, and then I'm also going to be asking you guys what you want me to open up first. Would you rather want me to showcase all the plushies? Would you want me to open up any of these in general? So as I mentioned before, if I move my chair back, I've upgraded the bottom shelf here with more Hot Wheel cars, which will represent the game Ridge Racer. So of course Mario Kart's right here. These two in particular are my Ridge Racer sets. So this is where you get to play the playable cars, or the machines as I like to call them, in the Ridge Racer games. And this side are like all the special cars that you can unlock in the game later on. And then of course Twisted Metal. And I actually upgraded the Twisted Metal shelf as well, because not only do I have like the original Twisted Metal cars, but by moving closer, there we go, I added more vehicles to the game to represent the other vehicles that you could also play in the game, as well as this side where you also have Vigilante 8, as well as Road Trip Vacation 2012 is also here. And then here I also have what I like to call the two bosses that I have in my own version of Twisted Metal. Again, I might get to that in the future, but we'll see. And then basically that's pretty much it. So again, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for listening to this update of mine and the showcase video of all of my stuff in the next video. Bye guys.